Okay, we are going to be talking about the bid pricing and a queue that Facebook ads uses. So when we talk about bid pricing, there's actually an auction style type process for the pricing. So if at this point you've already designed an ad, you've selected an audience. Now based on that audience, Facebook has a bunch of different people that want to reach that same group or a portion of them. And so what they do is kind of hold an auction, and they, as part of the process, suggest a bid range. So they give you a range that's kind of a low and a high based on what they've seen in the past or currently have. Perhaps a queue of different people that are trying to reach that particular group. So when you bid higher, you're going to have a higher probability of having your ad shown to that particular group. So basically what happens is when you set your bid price, you kind of fall into a line or a queue of people or businesses. One says, I'm going to do it for $1. Somebody else says, I'm going to do it for 75 cents. Somebody else says, I only want to spend 50 cents. And somebody else says, oh, I'm just going to do it 25 cents per click, cost per click, that's what that is. And so if you've said you're going to be 75, you're not going to be the highest, but you're not going to be the lowest, then it's more than likely you'll be shown. What determines if you're shown or not is maybe this person has only said, I'm going to spend $1 per click, but I'm only going to spend $10. So after that's been clicked on 10 different times, then they get eliminated from the queue, and then it goes to the next one. Now what Facebook does is it uses a few other criteria to determine whether or not you get shown, such as the quality and the performance. So the quality meaning if people have clicked on your ad, they like your ad with a little thumbs up, or they click on X and dislike it. So that will determine if it's been shown, or going to be shown more or not. Then also the performance, which is the cost per click times the click-through rate. So they show it initially to see how it does. They give everybody a chance, if you will. And if over time it starts to decline, or you don't get much of a click-through rate, then it says, oh, okay, well, then it's really not that great of an ad. So then you kind of lose a little bit of credibility. As far as how these are weighted, I'm not really sure. The bid part is what you have control over, as well as this indirectly through changing your ads. So if you see a drop in your performance, you may want to change the ad title or the graphic to kind of see how it goes. But in this case, what will happen after this person spent their money, this is your bid that you put in, but this is your max bid. So it will look on the queue and say, oh, the next person is going to spend 50 cents or willing to spend 50 cents. So it won't charge you the full 75 cents, it'll charge you 51 cents. So just right above what the next person is willing to pay. And again, it will continue to charge you until you've maxed out your budget, or they've seen that nobody's really clicking on it, or perhaps dislikes it a lot, then they might go to the next one. So that's how the whole bid pricing in the queue works. Remember, basically if you have a crappy ad, then you're less likely to be shown or served to this group of people that you've selected. And that's kind of how bid pricing and the queue work at Facebook ads.